Here again with another Walking Dead Dead City episode review video, as I was able to watch the episode early on the Amazon Prime AMC channel. But before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you aren't caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching The Walking Dead Dead City, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And make sure you let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. Hulk smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And I must say, I really like The Walking Dead Dead City. I knew I would like it, but I freaking love this show. It's an amazing show. Anyways, this will be The Walking Dead Dead City Season 1, Episode 4. The title of this episode is called Everyone Wins a Prize. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just literally finishing watching the episode. We have a flashback to old Negan at a table with lots of food, like a feast, beer in his hand, and Lucille close by. Now, we don't see Lucille in action, but we get to see Lucille, the baseball bat Lucille. So that was good. And then we have Simon. Stephen Ogg has returned as Simon, and he tells Negan, we have a problem. The Croat has killed the person he tortured that was from the hilltop, or maybe not the hilltop, the kingdom or the hilltop. And he said he had to be sure. And then we go back to present. Amaya looked everywhere but can't find Luther. And then Negan mentions he wasn't really fond of the plan that they have. And then Amaya's like, well, whatever, we'll do this, and you'll get your kid back and everyone wins a prize. The title of the episode. And then Amaya kisses Tommaso. So they're romantically involved, and I really hope those characters live past Season 1, assuming you were getting a Season 2, which I don't believe they've officially announced yet, but everything points to a Season 2 of this particular show. And then Maggie talks about Ames, who lived above her and Herschel, playing the harmonica when Herschel was a baby. So she told Ames, hey, can you stop playing this harmonica because it keeps us up all night? And didn't listen to her, so she eventually got the harmonica and buried it. And that way she wouldn't have to listen to him play that anymore. And she's sure Negan would have done something way worse. Negan, Maggie, Tomasa, and Maya and company depart through the subway tunnel to get to the Croats' base, so to speak. And then Negan and Maggie find someone that looks like Herschel with their head down in a chair. It's not him, Negan says, and Negan puts the walker that looks like Herschel down. And then Negan tells Maggie, we're going to get your boy back. And Maggie notices that Negan has some of Luther's things in his bag. And Negan's like, I can explain. And Maggie says, you've done enough explaining. And then the Croat talks to someone in his control room with mixing boards and other nice equipment. And he tells this person they should have no reason to be ever to be afraid of him. And then the Croat hears the whistle, and the Croat immediately grabs his jacket and leaves. And then the person running the equipment in this control room of sorts starts a countdown, like a 5-minute countdown. And then Maggie's about to take this cab car that has keys in it, and then she spots Ginny, which last time she remembered, Ginny was at their the new place that they have, Hilltop 2, and the name of it, New something, is escaping my mind right now. And then, so she follows Ginny, and then the Croat yells for Negan! And then Maggie's able to catch up with Ginny. Negan hides in a car. The Croats people kind of drive away, most of them. And then we have explosions happen by the entrances of this arena. And then the countdown starts to, when it ends, it starts to play like a religious chant of sorts, to me at least. And then we have lots of walkers entering the arena because of those explosions. And now that chant has turned into music. And then the Croat tells one of his guys he'll catch up. And then there's a moment where walkers get Tommaso. They just kind of pull him away which is kind of weird, and it doesn't appear that he's bit. And this is what I wrote in my notes before I knew what exactly happened. Maggie sees Jenny in the MMA cage or octagon, so she joins her along with Amaya and company. And there's not many people left of their forces now. And then they take the padding that's in the cage. There's 4 sections of the cage that have padding, and they use that padding to fend off walkers. The one chick that found Jenny's stuffed dinosaur, she's taken down by walkers. And then Tommaso is back, but I'm not sure if he was bitten or not. Usually when people get taken away by walkers or around walkers in a close proximity, they're bit somehow, some way. So we'll see. But as of this moment, we have not found out if he's been bitten or not. And then now it's just Amaya, Tommaso, Maggie, and Jenny now. And Negan is still leading the Croat away from them. And then the Croat says there's nothing to be afraid of. You're safe now. It's only me. And then he sees Negan. Negan! He sees that Negan has a weapon of choice, and he asks Negan, where's Lucille? And Negan says, she's gone. And then he talks about the damage that Simon caused. He never listened to him. It's too bad he lost the sanctuary, but he's built a new one. And then the Croat shows Negan Marshal Pearlie Armstrong. He tells the Croat he's here for the kid, Herschel. And the Croat's like, no, it doesn't work that way. We're going to have a conversation about this. And then the Croat actually tosses Marshal Pearlie Armstrong over the rail, but he's able to grab and hold on as he falls down. And Negan actually runs to save him, and then the Croat shoots him with the weapon that he has where he can pull him back to him. And that gets him in the leg area, but Negan and Pearlie Armstrong are able to get that out, and Negan actually pulls him over the railing and helps him walk away. So that's interesting. And then Maggie just directs Amaya, Tommaso, and Jenny into the sewers where all the dead are apparently at. And then Negan tells Pearlie Armstrong, I think we bought ourselves some time. And then Marshal Pearlie Armstrong points the weapon at Negan and says that, the quotes the law crap and says that Negan will be punishable by death. And Negan's like, you're a dick. And then Maggie tells Jenny, let's go. She goes down into the sewer, and then Maggie heads down in the sewer before, moving the barrels closer to the entrance of the sewer. And that's what ends the episode. So I love The Walking Dead, Dead City. I really love this show. It's just so it's so big scale. And the music they play during the episodes is awesome. There's always usually music playing. And I love it. This episode, I mean, it didn't have as much chaos as I thought it was going to have. They're saving that, obviously, but it's still a 10 out of 10. And the character of the episode was Maggie, although Tommaso and Amaya, they're really proving their worth. So you've heard what I have to say. Now, of course, it's your turn. If you're a fan of The Walking Dead, Dead City, The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, Walking Dead World Beyond, The Daryl Dixon Show, or The Rick and Michonne Show, and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, all right, I must confess, I never watched any of The World Beyond, but I watched everything else, although I don't necessarily talk about Fear the Walking Dead, but I am caught up on the Fear the Walking Dead. But if you want to help me out with the algorithm, please make sure that you Hulk smash the like button, share the video with a friend, put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of The Walking Dead, Dead City. What would you score the episode, and whom, if you had to choose, would be your character of the episode? I'm going to put my review for The Walking Dead series finale right here, and other random Walking Dead ranking lists down here, here, and here. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway, so subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.